morning, my love.
Good morning, beautiful. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm so good. I love being cuddled up on the couch with you and Brooksand.
There's Bussy. Say hi, Bussy.
Say hi, Brooks. Make your public appearance. If you're watching on this YouTube. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Friday from the couple's couch.
Happy Friday. Can you believe it's already Friday? The week flew.
The week has flown by, and we've actually, if you're listening to this is our 10th episode.
Number 11, actually.
Number 11, because we are uploading two episodes a day for your viewing pleasure. If you are like us and you want to hear this just a little bit faster, go into your Spotify settings, which is also linked on our Instagram. You can see it there, how to do this, but increase that speed and give us a listen. And if you don't mind, give us a 5-star rating. Please. I'm asking for these at the beginning because
and follow.
I'm greedy.
Yeah, and follow, please. We would really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Please. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Brooksand really appreciates it.
He does. He does. He appreciates
support
it.
Brooksand.
And do you want to hear my rhyme of the day?
Oh yeah, we have to hear the rhyme of the day. Let's do it.
Okay. Denise.
Yeah.
Still says Erica has a mean streak.
Okay.
And Kylie and Timothy might be broken up.
That's not it.
That's not good.
It was there on the brink.
Tell us the story.
Okay. What?
Tell it.
You want me to say the rhyme?
You say the rhyme.
Okay. Denise claims that Erica still has a mean streak, and Kylie and Timothy might be on the brink. All of these clickbait cultures, stories coming up, and more on the couple's couch.
Thank you so much for fixing my error. On International Women's Day,
listen.
I needed a man to come save me.
That is not true, but I love you. You saved me.
I love you.
I love you.
You're the best.
You're the best. But yeah.
Yeah, women's empowerment.
Women's
you can
Day.
do it without. I just didn't have, I was struggling looking at the notes, wondering what it was. So, sorry, I forgot. Everyone.
I forgot. It's okay.
But you know what I did forget about?
What did you not forget about?
My tot updates.
Tot updates? Explain. What's a tot?
A
tater tot? Because that makes me hungry.
Well, I do love tater tots from Sonic, not sponsored, obviously.
No, we wish. Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us, and thank you to our viewers. We had, it said we had a few more yesterday.
Thank you so much.
So thank
if
you.
You're new here, we're Tanner and KB Cunningham, the couple's couch. Hi.
An allegedly old married couple.
Well, not allegedly married. We're allegedly old.
That's true.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Well, but here's my tot update, which you asked if it was tater tots. I wish it was tater tots.
We wish.
But no, it's my other favorite tot. Taylor on tour.
Taylor on tour, I love it. Taylor on tour update.
Taylor on tour updates, and if you didn't know, Taylor's surprise songs release about 6:30 in the morning in Colorado.
Because she's in Singapore and we're in Colorado.
And they're a day ahead of over there.
Yep.
They're ahead of all of the things than us, and time is one of them.
Time is it.
And so she gave us songs last night. Can you actually show me your phone so I can give you all of my?
Please.
I did a lot of conversation on this with Tanner this morning.
Yeah. She did a lot of research too.
Yes. And so what we have from Taylor, her surprise songs last night. That's what I like to give on my top updates is the surprise songs and who's there.
Okay.
And so Travis came.
Travis, her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend.
Travis Kelce, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was there.
Yeah.
He brought his friends.
Cool.
Of course. Taylor brings her friends. She travels in a crew.
And he does too.
He travels in a crew, and that crew needed the private jet to get there, so they PJ'd.
Taylor picked him up on the PJ? Or, well, not Taylor, but the private jet picked him up.
Picked him up on the PJ. Jet. I don't know, where he picked him up last time. We saw in, Hawaii where they dropped off Travis, and then he got picked up by the PJ. So I don't know what all that international travel was, but...
We don't know.
Well, on International Women's Day, we don't know that international travel, but you have an international through line to my heart.
Troye Sivan.
We love him. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you more about that later.
Yep.
But so her surprise songs last night were Sparks Fly.
Don't know.
It's an old song.
Spark? No.
I was thinking see sparks fly whenever you're around.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of her... Is that even her? Anyways.
You're thinking Enchanted again.
Enchanted. Is that her fragrance, right?
Yeah, that's her fragrance.
That's what I was going to connect
Shout out
it to.
to
I was
Tass,
I think it was a fragrance. Yeah. Okay, Enchanted.
Yeah, that was Enchanted. No, Sparks Fly is, it's an oldie, but a goodie.
Okay, cool.
And she paired it with Gold Rush. Gold Rush, yeah, you do. It's from Evermore.
Oh.
I don't like a gold rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think either one of those songs are about Joe Alwyn, to be honest. Sparks Fly, obviously, not Gold Rush. Joe Alwyn never gives me Gold Rush. He doesn't give me people wanting to watch him on the screen.
He tried acting.
He tried. He took a hand in
acting.
When he was living in his basement with his parents, and Taylor moved to London.
Yep.
I actually saw a bit from Wendy Williams about that the other day. It was so good.
I love Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
I hope she's okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit when we talk about our docs in a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, but so back to the thing. So she did Sparks Fly and Gold Rush, which didn't that was her guitar surprise song. The piano surprise songs are what always get me. And the piano surprise song was False God mashed up with Slut.
Slut.
Yes,
Yeah.
but do you know False God?
No.
Okay, well it came out on the Lover album.
Okay.
And actually yesterday we heard Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Cuts.
Yeah, and she goes, I look through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, we're just going to take that same lyrical, we're going to do a little lyrical analysis this morning.
Lyric dive.
Okay, so False God actually starts with, hold on just a second. False God, it talks about it and says, I can't talk to you when you're like this, staring out at the window like I'm not your favorite town. I'm New York City.
She's saying she's New York City and someone's staring out the window at her?
Yeah, but I just shared with you about Death by a Thousand Cuts. I look through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up. So I'm just saying, the window's still a reference here.
Okay, she loves a window.
She loves looking out the window. Also, there's some references to Emily Dickinson in that, about, the looking out the window. I'll have to pull that up.
Who would the window be? Is the window a person, or is the window a thing?
The window is, actually a thing that she's looking at. She's boarded up in the attic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what people are saying.
Like yellow wallpaper kind of vibes?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's like a poem or something.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know about that. But, well, I do. Okay, give me the tangent for a second.
Okay, tangent time.
Tangent. So, but then in the second verse, it talks about, you're the West Village. You still do it for me, babe.
Okay.
This was written in the lover area.
In the lover era, yeah.
In the area of the lovers.
In the areas of the lovers.
Yeah, in the lover era.
Yeah.
And I honestly think about her being influenced from 1989 and Reputation when she's writing this.
Okay, sure.
Who's the West Village? Who lives in the West Village?
No clue.
Who lived in the West Village at that time? Who had their apartment renovated in the West Village and was living with Taylor?
No idea.
KK. Not to be confused with Katie Knight.
Alias.
Carly Kloss.
Carly Kloss.
Carly Kloss. And you know who owned a home in the West Village? A penthouse, you're a mansion with a view?
Carly
Third
Kloss.
floor, you're a mansion with a view. Do the girls back home touch you like I do?
Okay.
It's Carly Kloss.
Carly had a third floor mansion?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't seem very high for New York, but
yeah, she
three
has
floors?
Well, I don't know, but
maybe her penthouse had 3 floors, so each floor was
but yeah, I'm just saying the person who lived in the West Village was not Joe. Joe lived with his parents. I'm bringing it all back in.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Closing the loop.
Closing the loop, bringing you back. That Joe did not live in the West Village.
Did he live in New York, or we don't know?
With Taylor.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Joe could not afford something in New York.
Well, it's expensive.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't either. But definitely not in the West Village. I'm just saying, Carly lived in the West Village.
Okay, yeah.
Carly also lived with Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
It also talks about got the wine for you. And I was thinking about Maroon.
Maroon.
Yeah. Because you know what? This is also what we don't talk about. Is Taylor is not typically, we don't see Taylor typically drinking red wine.
Yeah, whenever she's on, whenever she came out on tour, it was white wine, right?
Yeah. She drinks a lot of rosé. She drinks white wine. We saw that in her documentary, Miss Americana, when she's hanging out with Abigail in that kitchen that you want to remodel.
Oh, that kitchen in her New York apartment is disgusting.
Well, that's Nashville.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Nashville. It needs an update. I understand that was a time and an era, but we should also update our homes today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that too.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring you that she's saying that with crazy to think we'd worked this out. Remember how I said I'd die for you? That's the last lyric of, not the last lyric, but it's part of that False God lyric. And it made me think of the song Peace.
Peace, love that song.
And she's like, would it ever be enough if I could ever give you peace?
Mm-hmm.
Period. You know I'd die for you in secret. The devil's in the details, but you know you have a friend in me. Right. False God, devil's in the details, die for you in secret. I think they're all connected.
Wow, we connected all the dots.
Yeah,
no,
so I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I want to say about this is actually, I know you heard the blind item from Kyle Marie Serrato I've already talked to you about on TikTok before.
The blind item being?
The blind item that the Tortured Poets Department has some jazz influences.
Right, yes, okay, yep.
And so now I just want to take you through, I went down my Carly Kloss rabbit hole that I'm forever going down. But False God actually has jazz influences in the song.
Oh, it does.
And so I'm like, is she just gearing us up for TTPD?
Probably.
The Tortured Poets Department. I have to practice it every time.
Yeah.
And so, I just say, I think we're going to see, I also think, okay, the Tortured Poets Department, it talks about windows. I referenced Emily Dickinson earlier.
Right.
Emily Dickinson also talks about peering through different things. And so I'm just saying, I think the influence has been there for a long time. It's like we weave that story together of like, I think this has been like that influence of Emily Dickinson, the poetry has all been happening since like 1989.
One thing I don't know that we touched on, how long do you think Taylor knew she was related to Emily Dickinson? Because she's like 6 cousins, once removed or something.
Yeah, twice, thrice, fourth, we don't know.
But like, how long do you think she's known? Do you think she's known since she's a little girl and that's like always been kind of like an obsession for her? Because I feel like she is kind of an obsessive person in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she gets hyper-fixated for sure. I get that.
Totally. Like
windows.
Right, like I definitely get that. So I could see that through line there. But I wonder how long she's known and like, has that like really played a part in like all her writing like this? Because I think that would kind of tie up the loop for us as fans.
I don't know if she's always known. I think there's a lot of parallels.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of parallels between the two.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was taught.
That was taught. Hold on, I have one more taught piece. What is it? Oh, one more taught piece, and it's not necessarily full tour, but let's talk about next week. Next week, the Eras Tour movie comes out on Disney Plus.
Okay.
She's already gouged us for our money at the concerts and the movies, and I'll say she is the queen of capitalism.
She's making her money.
And
I respect.
But the Eras Tour movie comes out on March 14th at 9 p.m.
Okay.
The Eras Tour movie is 3 hours long.
Sure.
She wants us to be done by midnight. What is March 15th? March 15th is Beware, Beware the Ides of March. Do you remember this from William Shakespeare?
I do.
We had a teacher.
Yep.
She was wonderful.
She was. We
and
her.
I will never forget E tu Brute.
Yeah, definitely.
From her opinion.
Yeah.
And there's something else. I think actually her anniversary is on the Ides of March.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. She would always share that.
So if you're listening to this, Dee Dee, we love you.
Yeah.
But so Julius Caesar, E tu Brute, the Snakes, the double album theories, the twos. Is it connected to Reputation?
Could be.
It could be connected to Reputation.
But one thing I'll say is she always tries to lead us down a rabbit hole.
She loves to lead us down a rabbit hole, and I love clowning. That's what they call it. They're like, you've just been clowned.
Oh, whenever
like girls
it
just show back up on TikTok and they're like, I wear my clown face.
That might be us on
March 15th. Yeah, March 15th. Betrayal. Taylor making Reputation. And also, all of these things, you know who betrayed her per the internet?
Scott Swift. Whisper.
Carly Claus.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly on the internet. And then she did come up on 8-3 Carly came to the 8-3 concert of Maroon. And that's when she played Maroon in LA.
Yeah.
And I cried tears. It was so good. Yeah, watching the live stream of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. She played that. That was also Carly Claus's birthday. What's today?
Today?
It's 3-8. As she plays Slut in False God. Might be a slut if I'm worth it for once. Such a good song. So yeah, I wanted to give you that back piece. So March 14th, there's the Eras Tour movie. People say she wants us to be awake at midnight. Something's happening. Okay. March 15th is Beware the Ides of March. E tu Brute. Very Reputation. Sure. Also very much Scott Borchetta. E tu Brute. This man that all the Scots in her life, I say cancel them all. But that's just me. And then March 16th is Snake Day.
Oh,
I don't. So yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see. There's my clownery for taught all the way through. But that's like my full rabbit hole.
No, I love that.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your taught update with us, baby.
You're so welcome.
I loved going down that rabbit hole with you.
Thanks. I love going down it with you. Do you want to jump into our next story?
Yeah. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with Kylie.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So King Kylie or Kylie Jenner.
Yes.
You're our moms. Hi, moms. And
Hi. But Cass knows Kylie because Cass watched Live with Kylie. Oh yeah, and she had the lip kit.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kylie Jenner, she has a seltzer coming out the same day as her ex Travis Scott. Now, I did read in the article from the Daily Mail that she had been working on this for a year.
Okay.
So I don't know how release dates really work whenever you're this famous, and she did just release her perfume. Cosmic. I've heard questionable things about it, allegedly.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Maybe she's just slapping stuff on, like, you know, her name on stuff, and
Yeah.
like maybe it's like easy to get like pushed out, or maybe she did do this to be vengeful and spiteful, which is what the headline kind of leads you to believe.
Yeah, the headline does lead you to believe that. I'll say if she wanted to be like Travis, just talked mad shit about her.
Yeah, he did.
In his song.
He did. He talked about the kind of Timotei.
Yeah, he talked about Timotei. He also talked about like Ozempic. He also talked about her trying to be brand new or something. It was actually the line I'm thinking about. Trying to be brand new or something. We listened to it. It's a bop.
But it's like, yeah, he's talking stuff, right?
Yeah, it's kind of how I feel about when people talk about Kanye and Kim, and Kim can't talk about Kanye, but Kanye can like drag Kim all the way through it.
Like tag her on Instagram posts.
And like, but for him, so yeah, no, it's like definitely like a social standard. Like, it's okay for the man to do it, but what about women? And on International Women's Day itself,
we say it's okay.
We say, Kylie, make your Sprite.
Her Sprite. I did see she had 4 flavors. I don't know that I would want to try any of them. Yeah. They come in 8 packs. They're like $20. You can order them online. His, I don't really know about. I think he has like maybe 2 flavors. It's called like cactus, cacti. I don't know. Not important. But
that would make sense. Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say don't buy either one of theirs and actually go support a small business.
True.
Or go to your local grocery store or look up something that you're actually interested in to purchase.
Yeah, I love hard seltzers for
unless you go
or
pop
Kylie
off.
Jenner.
Pop off. But also there's so many other people that you could support and do that with. So
true.
Yeah, let's stop giving billionaires billions.
Wow.
We try. We're trying. One day at a time. One water at a time from my refrigerator.
Truly.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'd say Kylie. But did you hear about them? Did you already talk about that a little bit?
What?
That Timotei and Kylie might not be together?
No, I didn't. I did kind of read that on the Daily Mail. Like, it seems like they maybe have been broken up. Fans are speculating because they haven't been seen together in months.
Speculation Nation.
Speculation Nation. That's all we get from these
And we did get great content of them at the U.S. Open, was it?
At the Open and at the Golden Globes. Whenever they were, like, whispering I love you to each other. That was so sweet.
Yeah, that was sweet.
So, like, I don't know that they're broken up or not, but I did see a lot of people say, too, like, they couldn't see Timotei or Timothy, if you're our moms, hi moms, and Cass, that they didn't think Timothy would be like a dad to Stormy and Air, or whatever his name is. I think it's Air. Yeah,
I do see the hands of Kris Jenner in this, and I talk about it with Taylor, and I'll talk about it here. There's no, it's great timing. Sure. Dune just came out, Dune 2.
Yeah, he's huge.
You're keeping me circulated.
Yeah.
I've done the SNL of it all.
Right.
He was already huge. And how do you leverage yourself as a young actor to be an up-and-coming? How do you leverage yourself to be a Leo?
Right.
How do you become Leo DiCaprio?
Right. This is,
Uh-huh.
No, I think it was smart on his part for sure.
Mm-hmm. And she needed good press too, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And she needed to come out of dating Travis. Who she really... I don't know. We actually don't know anything of this. This is all speculation, right? Because we're not in their homes.
No.
But, to be a nanny with an NDA.
Right.
Oof. Wow. Oof, that would be so wild. But, yeah, no, I say all that to say, it could have very much been PR, in my opinion, as well. Because it was good. It was good.
It was good.
It was juicy. It was fun to watch. And it was fun to watch Kylie be happy.
Right, for sure.
We're actually Kylie sympathizers in a lot of ways.
We are. Rewatching the Kardashians, it has made me like look at her from a different lens. I think I looked at her whenever I was young because she was so close in age to me, as like, oh, well, this girl has the whole world. Like, how lucky is she? But now
she has it all.
Right, now that I look at it through a different lens as an older person, I'm like, this poor baby girl, she was exploited. In my opinion, allegedly.
She didn't have any choice about the show, really.
Right. It was
like, I mean, she was a minor.
She grew up in it.
And then, like,
around it.
You have all these things, like, your parents are getting divorced, your dad is going through all these things, like, and, like, coming into his own self, herself. And, like, there's so many things that, like, Kylie experienced on television.
Right.
That I think is really hard to watch, and the mental health of it all. Like, watching it back. We also watch her, like, I have strong feelings about her and Tyga dating when she was 16 and buying her a Porsche.
No, yeah, 17.
Or Rolls Royce, whatever.
However old she was, she bought, I think she was 17, and 17th birthday, he bought her a Ferrari or something wild.
And then, like, her mom encouraging it, and all of her sisters encouraging it. And I just think, like, how much has this girl had her own choice in?
Right.
And I've appreciated her talking about, like, her boob job and, like, wishing she wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like, especially at such a young age.
Yeah.
And, like, we're just now seeing Kylie with, like, a fully formed brain.
Right, exactly.
And so, yeah, I do. I feel a lot for Kylie. There's a lot for Kylie that I feel with. Just because she experienced so much on TV. And not that those experiences... well, the TV of it all is, like, a lot.
It's a lot.
But, like, her other experience, I wouldn't necessarily say they're bad. They're just, like, life experiences. And to experience that on national television with a microscope on you, also with your sisters being the epitome of beauty standards, and you do not look like them at that time.
Right.
We don't know what that's done to her mental health. And I'm actually a Kylie sympathizer.
I agree. I agree. We like Kylie. So
we do.
We feel sorry.
And I think she went through a lot. And I love that, like... she's really close with her mom and with Kate. Yeah. Like, with her mom and her dad. I love that she's still close with all of them. And I love all of those pieces and how that actually, like, turned out in the end.
I do too.
I love it. And I'm so thankful that they all have relationships still. And I think all of that on camera was probably really hard to go through as a little girl.
Oh, I can't.
You're a little girl.
Definitely.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's my spiel on Kylie.
I love it.
You want to talk about the drug scandals of it all?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay.
So the next story that we have, it is giving How to Fix a Drug Scandal. If you've seen that, it's on Netflix.
It's getting close to home.
Yeah, because it actually happened in Colorado. So Colorado, they launched a criminal probe into a star forensic analyst who performed shoddy DNA testing. So a very similar thing happened in the documentary that we just referenced, How to Fix a Drug Scandal, on Netflix.
And then that happened in, like, it was on the East Coast.
Right.
I think it was, like, near Boston and another area. So maybe they were Massachusetts.
Yeah, I think it was Massachusetts.
I had to, like, do my geography for a second. I was like, what state was it?
What state were we in?
Yeah.
But yeah, she sentenced a lot of people to jail. And she's been in this position for over 30 years. And, I mean, I think, in my opinion, like, any case that she's handled... to me, should not stand up in court.
Yeah, it should be defunct. Let those people go.
Yeah, let anyone that she, tested DNA on or tested whatever on, they should be released because she clearly was not doing the appropriate work and put people behind bars, change their lives, change their families' lives, and that's so devastating. Like, she should be ashamed of herself.
She should be,
so evil to say.
Well, but there's 29 years of work.
Right.
She did this for 29 years.
Yeah.
And she was considered, like, the gold standards, putting, like, infamous people behind bars. What I have problems with that is when you don't actually follow a gold standard.
Yeah.
I also have a problem with the privatized prison system, and it's honestly the biggest moneymaker really inside of the United States, and how the school to prison pipeline, like, I could get into all of these things about prisons, and honestly the prison system in the U.S. is not made to rehabilitate folks and to support them and to change behavior and change actions, because behavior is communication, and a lot of this communication is wrong.
Totally.
Right, like, if you're murdering somebody, that's like a problem.
That's not going to work.
But also the justice system is set up to take advantage of people, take over people, and to incriminate them, because prison systems are sold to the government. They're, like, the biggest money makers. Yeah. So, all of that to say, it's a lot, and it is. It's giving How to Fix a Drug Scandal. If you haven't watched that documentary, go into Netflix and watch it. It came out a few years ago, I think.
It did.
But it's wild, and it's like a mass injustice for folks who, there's probably a lot of innocent people in there.
Oh, there, for sure.
But, like, even, I talk about, like, the American prison system again, and, like, how in other countries, it's set up to rehabilitate folks and to actually, like, make the community better.
Right. Yes.
That's not what we do.
Yeah, no,
That's not what we do.
That's not what
it's like the minimal that we do. It's like has crimes on crimes inside that, and, like, to dismantle that system, I can't even imagine. But yeah. Yeah. So that's happening.
That's happening in Colorado.
The FBI is working on it, and yeah, it said. So we'll see, but there was over 3,000 DNA samples that she's handled. Yeah. And it's costing the state $7.5 million. So we're already losing all of our taxpayer money. Right. But it's not great. It's not great. It's not great out here. It's not. But did you have any other docs?
No, not really.
You've been talking about?
Not really. I haven't seen any good ones lately on our For You page, kind of, or whatever you want to call it, of, like, any streaming platforms, whether that's HBO Max, because we honestly have most all of them.
Yes.
And so, like, if you have any,
thanks,
let us know, because I think we're kind of in a dry spots for documentaries.
Yeah. We are in the middle of watching one, but honestly, the way they talked in it made me like...
It's kind of scary.
I didn't love the way she talked, and I started watching it alone when I was out of town, so I was like, I feel nervous. I get so nervous. I'm so sensitive to everything. I'm always like, So, yeah. So we started that one. We might finish that one together. And, you know, we're going to watch Bet It All on Blonde.
Yes, we are.
Which is kind of like documentary to me.
Yeah, it's kind of, I saw like a clip of it, and it does look kind of documentary style. Yeah. And
so that's one. And then, honestly, like, we should be looking on, like, ID Discovery, like, in the Paramount world, because... they usually put out some good stuff.
They do. And speaking of Erica, the reunion, we did not watch, like, the night it came out because
we were tired.
So we watched it last night, and I thought it was fine. It was the second episode of the 3-part reunion. Did you have thoughts?
My thoughts that Kyle and Sutton were really going at each other, and, like, I thought Kyle really held her own.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Kyle apologist. But I thought Kyle held her own. I thought she was right. I thought she was right. That, like, you know what? Sutton really did only give us about her horse Santos and her dating coach. And Sutton tried to rebuttal and say, actually, no, I talked to you about, like, her ex, I can't remember his name, like, moving to France or Paris or wherever he's moving. And that she was told she has to pack up and she did this. But we didn't see any of that on camera. And actually, she said she had that conversation off camera. So that was strategic.
For sure.
And so, to say that, like, I've given you more, or you know more, there's nothing else going on in my life.
Yeah.
Well, however, like, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. You're not giving it to us, and I thought Kyle really held her own. I think Kyle is smart, though. Kyle knows how to play this game. She's been doing it for 13 years. Yeah. And you know what? With experience comes knowledge.
It does. And in full disclosure, which KB was working whenever we had this on, and I was putting away the dishes, and I had the thought it could kind of be released as a podcast episode also.
Yeah, just because we just listened.
Yeah, we just listened. We did see some of it, but...
yeah, we backed it up, but, like, we backed it up to double check, but, like, we literally just, like, listened to it. I think the reunions could be released as podcast episodes, and we could, like, literally just work through them, listen to them argue. We already know the people, we know the voices of the characters, yeah. But, yeah, I felt like Kyle held her own. Sutton was awkward.
Awkward. Well, she did hold... I felt like Sutton held her own with Dorit, though. Like, especially whenever Dorit was talking about her drinking and her having a problem.
Yes! And I was like, we keep holding Kyle to the standard about her drinking and the problem, but actually Dorit's the one who threw that.
Dorit is the one who threw that bomb grenade out there, not...
Yeah.
Dorit.
It was Dorit. Dorit threw it out to Crystal. And she's like, I don't know how many she's had in her coffees in the morning. Like, she looks like the type to put vodka in her coffee.
Or she has vodka in her purse or whatever. She also
that was Teddy Mellencamp.
Oh, that was Teddy Mellencamp on Watch What Happens Live. Yeah.
Which was right. I did agree that, like, Garcelle, I think Garcelle does, like, help Sutton.
Of course.
Like, she really helps her think through. I mean, well, obviously, what do friends do? They help you think through the other side. Yep. But Kyle does have Teddy to do that, too. And so I felt that was the same.
Well, I don't even feel it's the same because I don't know that Garcelle, like, does Sutton's dirty work per se. Like, whereas I feel like Teddy, like, went on to bash Sutton for Kyle. I think that...
Tanner,
Alexa, stop!
You're welcome. That's our reminder.
Yeah. We have a reminder, so we'll have to check that out. But, I lost my thought. Yeah, I just think it's different. I think that Garcelle gives her an ear of a friend of like, but it could also be this way. Like, give her a different perspective. Whereas I think Teddy's just more like a whatever Kyle says, a yes person to Kyle.
Yeah, she's a yes person. I think Teddy's thirsty.
Oh, obviously. Teddy's beyond
like, there's thirsty. That. Like, that's all it is. And so, I thought that Crystal was bringing up about dementia with Erica. I didn't really get that argument. Maybe it's something I need to look up and figure out because I was just like, I don't get the argument.
Right. She was, I think, just trying to say that she was obviously lying, but I don't know how that would really... And maybe she was trying to say it should affect Erica legally as well, but I also don't know. So
yeah, I can't write home about that.
No. Yeah. No. So, but we are going to be watching Bet It All on Blonde this weekend, so we'll be recapping that probably Monday.
Yeah, we'll be recapping that Monday. And you know what? Speaking of Beverly Hills, we'll talk about, like, this last headline piece of it. It was that Denise went on Watch What Happens Live, and she's still mad at Erica.
Oh, we almost forgot part of the rhyme. I did.
It's okay, I forgot the rhyme at the beginning.
True. The international one, she saved me. Thank you.
Of course. You save me every day.
But, yeah, so Denise went on Watch What Happens Live 2 nights ago, and she was still upset with Erica Jane about her daughter's OnlyFans comments. So if you don't know, Sammy is Denise's oldest daughter, I think, and she's Charlie Sheen's daughter with Denise Richards, and she started her OnlyFans, and Erica made, like, a snide comment about it, but Denise, in my opinion, did ask for it. Like, she came for the smoke, and Erica gave her fire.
Yeah.
And, like, it wasn't the
she
nice...
She kept coming back for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and that's what Erica says in the reunion. She was like, she continually, like, basically she asked me to do it.
And I think Sutton and Garcelle are not great for apologizing for Denise and, like, saying, like, well, you don't think you should do this. I understand that they're friends, and we saw that last night when Denise was like, Garcelle was the best dressed at the reunion.
Right.
Honey, none of those girls were the best dressed at the reunion.
No,
they all looked a little...
Not great.
Kyle's dress looked great, but not a reunion dress.
Yeah.
Crystal's dress would have been a beautiful Mother of the Bride dress,
Agreed.
I feel like. I think you're the one who gave that take.
Yeah.
Sutton's dress, I hated the flower chain choker on it, but the velvet of it all was pretty.
Right.
Garcelle's dress was pretty, but I felt like she was going out for a beautiful dinner or like a night out, like she was going to a party.
Yeah.
Dorit was being Dorit, and Erica honestly was my favorite with her high shoulder straps. It was very Erica Jane.
It was.
And it was very glam.
And her hair looked like a Wizard of the Oz character. Like, I thought she could have, like, I think she was trying to look like that because of the new Wicked movie coming out.
Oh. Go and find her and hunt her and kill her. That's how she's felt the last 2 years.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the Sammy piece, they were defending her, Denise, and I'm like, we're not defending Denise for this.
No.
Yeah.
We're not going to defend Denise. And then she did wear her jacket upside down on Watch What Happens Live, which I think was supposed to be funny, but, like, the way it read just wasn't funny.
Yeah, she was trying to really lean into the bit, but it was like Monica Garcia really leaning into the Mean Girls bit. We didn't get any receipts.
Yeah, we were just
You didn't solve anything, and you didn't know any of your behavior.
Right.
And, like, honestly, we all know Denise is allegedly not on something.
Well, she said she had taken cough medicine and had tequila, which I'm like, we all know what that's code for.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, okay, we get that. But so, anyways.
Yeah. And those were her current obsessions, I guess, was her upside down jacket. Do you want to talk about our current obsessions?
I would love to. What is your current obsession, my love? Okay,
so this is, like, actually been, like, a current obsession for the last, like, 2 years.
Yeah.
Or a year, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while. But the ice rolling of my face. I love ice rolling my face in the morning. It does, like, bring, like, drainage out. There is, like, some lymphs right in here somewhere. Look it up on a lymph mapping chart because I'm not a doctor. But I do know a really great person, the Body Sweet Dimper, who does incredible lymphatic massages.
Definitely.
But, I love my ice roller.
I love that, yeah. I don't use
on my eyes.
On your eyes, yeah. I don't use the ice roller, really.
Yeah.
But, my keeping in theme with our, like, health podcast, I guess we have.
Yeah, we're so healthy.
Allegedly health podcast. Is black tea, and I use it for a very specific purpose.
Say more.
So I get styes, and they are supposed to help with styes. So I just boil a little tea bag
in our percolator,
let it soak for a few minutes, and then I take it out. Make sure it's not obviously scalding hot, and then you just want to do like a warm compress with that hot tea bag if you have a sty.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know.
Yeah, it's like antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. Black tea, or maybe it's like antimicrobial. Hold on, I'll Google it right quick.
But
Google it right quick. But it's scientific. Oh, hi, Brooksy.
It is scientific. Oh, hi, Brooksy. And so that's my current obsession is black tea bags for my sty eye because I've had this sty for a minute now.
Yeah.
But it's gotten a lot better.
Let me read you. Black tea is useful in treating styes due to the high tannin content. It's antibacterial and analgesic properties to help reduce swelling and irritation.
Cool.
So Tanner uses those for his eyes, for styes. It's honestly why you don't really wear contacts is because you're...
So sorry to the YouTubers, but this is what you get.
Yeah, you get
a little... ring light.
A ring around my eye.
Truly.
Yes.
A ring around my eye.
Yes.
But I think that is...
That's all the things.
That's all the things. So we hope that you all have a great weekend.
Yes, do something fun.
Do something fun. Go explore. Go outside if you can.
Breathe in fresh air. We're not going outside. I already walked the dog in the cold this morning, and I'm done for right now.
For the day. And so we hope that you all have a great weekend. We look forward to chatting with you again on Monday.
Yes, we'll chat with you on Monday.
Yeah.
We might be in a different little setup. We'll let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you all soon. Love you. Bye.
Wait.
Instagram.
Don't forget
TikTok,
to like.
YouTube.
And
The Couples Couch Podcast.
yes. And on Spotify, if you're listening, please like, subscribe, leave a review, a 5-star review if you could. That would be great. And we really appreciate you. We love you so much. We will chat on Monday. Bye.
Bye.